that a good review?
A good review. A lot to learn from the game. But yeah, really pleased, obviously, with the performance and the result. The game wasn't exactly how we wanted it to look. But I think a lot of the learnings came out of when we're under a lot of pressure and the ball's in our back half. How can we hold up? And then obviously take our opportunities when they came. And a bit about executing in those final minutes as well, under pressure. So that was the core of the review, and yeah, a really good one.
So when you reflect, the way you moved the ball in that last quarter and were able to get the ball out of the back line and get it forward, that wasn't happening for the first three. What changed there?
Yeah, I think there were elements in the first half where we were moving it okay. The third, we probably got stuck a fair bit, and it's pretty hard when you don't have the field position. You're trying to move the ball from your back half, because we usually try and be a little bit safer coming out of D50. Collingwood, a great team at getting turnovers in their front half and scoring, and we knew that. But at the end of the day, we had to, put a few on the board to, to be able to get up, and we wanted to be a bit more aggressive and make them defend and not be so predictable to them. And yeah, I think we executed it pretty well in the last quarter. It obviously came off for us. It's a higher element of risk with some of that ball movement, but yeah, really pleased some of our guys were willing to take those kicks. We worked really hard off the ball to try and open up some space. And then, yeah, fortunately, pretty accurate in front of goal to make the most of it.
So you've got these gears now that you can go to, whether it's slow it down or whether it's really go quick. When do you decide which is the right gear to choose?
Oh, I think it just comes with the maturity of our team and the growth. A lot more guys just have that, football IQ and have, really embedded our game plan and we've practiced scenarios over the last couple of years throughout pre-season and during the season and learned from all these sort of close games and games where maybe our ball movement's not getting it done and vice versa with our defence or stoppage, and we've had a lot of different looks this year with that. So I think we're able to make those decisions on the fly a little bit more. Obviously the coaches can do what they can and send messages down, but sometimes it's a little bit out of their control, and I think it's a sign of a group maturing and gathering experience and being able to do it on a big stage like the weekend is really pleasing.
8 out of 9 is a fair run. Are you getting your head around just how well this team is playing at the moment?
Yeah, you say 8 out of 9, but I only really look at the game just gone, and we've just reviewed it today. And after today, after I leave here, I'll be moving on to West Coast. But yeah, we're playing some good footy. There's games where we haven't played our best, but we've been able to get the result. And other games where it's flowed a little bit more, and again, we just got to sometimes find ways to win when we're not at our best. Understand that opposition are going to bring different things, and like a game on the weekend against a quality team like Collingwood that bring a lot of pressure, and there wasn't a lot of clean ball movement from us, and they play a pretty chaotic surge brand of footy, which doesn't make it clean. So you just got to be prepared and find a way to win. So yeah, really pleased with our form, but yeah, can't look too far back. Just got to stay in the moment and keep focusing on winning each day, and then after today, get after West Coast.
How much do you enjoy having Hayden Young kicking back in that team?
Yeah, love it. It was really good to see him back. I think he was in the tempo of the game, which is pleasing after having such a stint out. I know firsthand how hard it can be when you've been out for a little while, and then the coaches put a lot of trust in you to come straight back in and be able to perform, and yeah, I think he did a great job. It's just a good stepping stone for him, and hopefully he'll get a few more minutes coming up this week, which is great.
When building with gaining more and more experience into the team in the past couple of weeks, and that Fyfe's obviously getting closer as well, do you feel like he's in a position now to join this addition of more and more experienced guys?
Yeah, look, Fyfe, I'm not sure how close he is to getting back. I know he's progressing really well. But again, he brings so much to our squad on and off the field, but definitely from a leadership perspective and his experience and ability to impact the game with his contested ball and composure, all those sorts of things is definitely valuable for us. So he'll keep working away, and been really pleased as well with really any of the guys, not just our older guys, but young guys who have come in and stepped up in high pressure games as well. I think there's a real growth in the leadership of some of those guys, and it's definitely helping us on the weekend.
Do you feel like obviously Jager comes back and then Hayden's come back and Nat came back a few weeks ago, you were out a little bit as well, Alex is out at the moment. getting these guys back now, the youth that we saw at the start of the year has now been replaced by that experience. How important is having more experience on the field been during this run of games?
Yeah, look, personnel is important. We, would love to have our best 22 out there every weekend. Every team would. But yeah, clearly experience is a really important part of the game. It's the guys with experience often are the ones that hold up under pressure, can lift in big games, can keep everyone composed, like we saw on the weekend. So yeah, it's been great to have some of those guys back. Jager's done a great job over the last few weeks with a few different roles, and yeah, obviously Youngie and hopefully Fyfe soon as well.
Living in the moment, Sam, Justin's spoken about it a lot, you've referenced it. Can you tell us about that philosophy when it started and how the players have taken it on?
Yeah, I mean, I could probably speak a lot about it, but it's almost simple as it's said. We're just trying to stay really present every day and not be too focused on past results or future games coming up. And it can be very easy as a footballer to when you come up against an opposition to maybe think about the last time you played them and what happened, or depending on where a team is on the ladder or whatever it is, and start to build a narrative in your head of how you think things are going to go. But yeah, we've just learned over the year and probably over a number of years that sort of thinking doesn't help us a lot at all. So just coming in and getting the most out of our training, our meetings, our gym, recovering well, preparing for the next opposition, all those things, doing them the best we can every week, is what's set us up the best to perform on the weekend.
Do you feel like with that approach you're in a good spot now to deal with, I guess, the potential of higher expectations?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've clearly developed it and have grown a lot and come a long way in that space. So there's going to be more challenges, thrown our way over the rest of the season. But yeah, absolutely feel more confident in the group to be able to handle those challenges and that pressure. And see what we can do.
Feel like a derby week?
Not yet. Like I said, we've just finished our review, so probably as we start preparing for West Coast a bit later in the week, it will start to feel like it. There's always a bit of, the media will build it up, and fans, it means a lot to them, and that rivalry is very strong. So I'm sure it will a little bit later in the week.
You're the short. No, you can't bet. You're the shortest for short price favourites. I think it's the shortest you've ever been in the club's history. Like, how do you build with that? How do you go with that expectation that the public will expect you not only to win but to win well?
Yeah, probably don't listen to what the public say for starters. Like I just said, it doesn't help us at all. And regardless, every single derby I've ever played in, no matter where each team's been on the ladder, it's been an incredibly hard fought, competitive, physical game. So that's what we'll be expecting. We've really learned this year we need to expect every opposition's best. We can't control how they're going to come out and play on the weekend, so we've got to prepare for their best, whether they bring it or not, and then really focus on us and just bring our brand and bring really good intent from the start.
Apologies if you've already been asked this, Sam, but the fourth quarters and the way that you're standing up as a group, what sort of belief do you have now as players with your fitness and your ability to stand up late in games?
Yeah, always been really confident in our fitness, a lot of the work we've put in, and definitely elements in the past we've, I think, handled those situations well, but we just haven't done it consistently enough. And I think in games on the weekends you would have seen just big moments that you need to capitalise on, and you just can't give good teams like Collingwood an inch. So in the past maybe we would have dropped off for a minute or two in that period and it would have hurt us, but I just felt like the team was really consistent, applying the plan, just still being really fierce in the contest and holding up under pressure. So that was really pleasing, and the belief keeps building every time we can put in a strong performance like that.
Sam, you've been heavily involved in the past couple of weeks, either some goals yourself last week, or I think you had 6 score involvements this week from 14 touches. So with Pat kicking 6, I mean, how much confidence do you have now knowing when you're getting the ball in? Josh, we know what Josh has been doing last year and this year. Now Pat stepping up and Jai's still there, knowing that the end product is there for when you're getting the ball in to help the team.
Yeah, I got a lot of confidence in our forward group. I think we're a really dangerous forward line, and it's partly because we have so many different avenues to goal and guys that can hit the scoreboard. We don't rely on one or two And yeah, Paddy kicked 6 this week, and it was his day to pop up and hit the scoreboard. And I think maybe there might have been 4 or 5 of us that didn't kick a goal at all. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We got the result. We find a way to score, and I think it's making it hard for oppositions to defend us. And I think the versatility as well of our talls, who can also pressure and provide a bit of speed on ground levels, giving us that opportunity to play a bit taller. Gives a chance for Luke to play up the ground a bit through the midfield as well. So yeah, really diverse forward line, and yeah, got a lot of belief that those guys will continue to step up.
Reports today that club's involved in a documentary series with Amazon. Like, have you seen cameras yet?
I haven't seen any cameras yet. I think I've heard about this documentary, but I can't say I've heard about it, but I can't say it probably involved me too much. So,
what will it be like, do you feel, having cameras around? These docos are awesome. We all love watching them. What's it going to be like as a player, do you feel, having them play?
I don't think I'm going to notice it too much. I don't really know what to expect. I don't think it'll be too invasive. But yeah, kind of used to it, to be honest. Even with media coming down watching training and fans, you always feel like you're being watched in a sense. But everyone will be, nothing will change, I suppose. Yeah.
Do you have a go-to sporting documentary that you like to watch?
The Drive to Survive is pretty good. I'm right into my F1, so that was good. Cricket, the Test doco was great as well. Yeah. So
do you feel that it'd be good for the club to be involved in something like that?
Oh, I think so. It'd be good for the club, good for the sport as a whole. I think, knowing what it's like on the other side with other sports, to get some insight into what happens a bit more behind closed doors, I think a great thing for fans, our members, to be able to see a little bit more of what goes on.